Okay, everybody, here we go. This is my post-market wrap-up on this Tuesday, September 15th, 2020. What a day. What a crazy day on Wall Street. And we have to talk a little bit here. Big day tomorrow. Big day. We'll talk more about that too. So look, here's what happened. We're going to need to back up to the weekend. Over the weekend, we saw damage control. Last week, there was this negative news on a coronavirus vaccine, which was followed up over the weekend by positive news on the coronavirus vaccine. Market loves this. The market wants people injected. Yes, they do. Anyway, so today, we got more bad news, again, from AstraZeneca with regard to their vaccine trials. And the market is not liking that. As a matter of fact, stocks were off to the races earlier today. And it looked like we were going to end nicely positive. Then all of a sudden, this news comes out regarding issues. And it's not just one patient anymore. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of people who have volunteered. Maybe they need to have their head examined, volunteered to be tested with this vaccine, and they're getting some adverse effects from it. Imagine my shock. A warp speed vaccine. Wow. These things are supposed to take time. When you're injecting something into someone's body, it should be as close to perfect as possible. But then again, we're not allowed to sue drug companies. You know that. If their products cause you harm, you got no recourse, zero. So of course, when they heard that, hey, we need a warp speed vaccine, tremendous and fantastic, they're gonna jump right on it. So look, I don't trust it. I don't like this. This is my opinion. You're certainly entitled to yours. Anyway, so the market again did not like the negative news on vaccine today. Apparently, more than one health institute is raising concerns here. And again, more than one of these people who have volunteered for this are getting adverse effects. Okay. We'll see what they do, how they pull that off. But this did cause the stock market to reverse. Dow Jones Industrial Average finished flat. S&P 500 flat. The Nasdaq put on a nice gain, 1.2%. I was in and out of a couple of trades today. I closed a few positions today. All my Lions know about this. I post all this in real time in my newsletter. There is a link down here to my free newsletter. I hope you subscribe to it. A lot of great information there. Just my opinion, but you can ask my Lions what they think about this. All right, so let's talk about a few other assets here. The dollar did turn around when we got this bad news on the vaccine front. Went positive. 10-year yield 0.67, so we dropped a basis point there. Cryptocurrencies finished flat except for Ethereum, which got hit like 3%, fell like 3%. Gold and silver also got hit today when the dollar reversed. Okay, that's just the way this whole thing plays out. Okay, we got all that. Now let's move on until tomorrow. Tomorrow, here's what's going to happen again. The Fed is not, in my view, and I could be wrong on this, but I sincerely doubt it. The Fed is not going to change anything dramatically with regard to their monetary policy. In fact, I think they're going to leave it exactly the same. It's more of the wording. It's what they're going to say. And who knows what's going to come out of Yellowstain's mouth. He's a yellow stain. Anything could come out of a yellow stain. You understand that? And it's a dark yellow stain. You know that. What we can expect is the promise of more easy money like you have never seen before. That's what they want. They want to issue more debt. They want to buy more debt. They want to buy everything. They're on a mission here. They're on a mission to own it all. So with that said, as long as the market hears, we're gonna continue to buy corporate debt. We're gonna continue to buy debt, period. We're going to issue more dollars. Well, the market's going to love it. Okay, now on the opposite side of that, if for some reason Yellowstone decides to say something that the market doesn't like, you're going to get a volatility in this market. But again, let's just put a couple of hypotheticals out here. Let's say the market loves what Yellowstone says tomorrow and it goes up several hundred points. What I will do, I have 2 positions open right now. My Lions know what these are. And just subscribe to my newsletter. You will know as well. I will more than likely be selling into that. Okay, I will close those positions into that. If the market drops, I will hold those positions because the market's going to digest what it heard. It's going to say, hold on a minute. More easy money. They're going to buy more debt. They're going to issue more debt. And they're going to melt the dollar. Oh, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay in the positions. In fact, I might add to them. If the market pulls back tomorrow, I probably will add to the positions I am holding, and I don't know. I will let you know in real time tomorrow what I'm doing. My Lions out here. I got your back. You all know that. But look, nothing's going to change here. The goal of these central banks is to inflate massively. Debts and deficits are going to balloon like we have never seen before. We're already there. I mean, we are at new historic highs virtually every single day with regard to debts and deficits exploding. This is no secret to any of you that follow my blog. I've outlined this to you since Donald Trump promised that he was going to shrink the debt and that the tariffs were going to shrink deficits. I laughed at that publicly on public record, saying that would not happen. Of course, I got ridiculed. President Trump knows more than you, Greg. Duh! Didn't seem to work out that way. No, did it? No, it was pretty obvious and should be to anyone that things are going to get monumentally worse by design. You know, look, when a politician talks, soon as their lips move, you should expect lies to be, thrown at you in your face. That's what they do. It's all a scam. This entire thing is a charade. It's fake. We have a market built on oceans of debt here. We're going to get more debt tomorrow from Yellowstone. The main thing here is to prop up this stock market. Do you know? And I talked about this, but I want you to take this in. We have Great Depression levels of unemployment right now. We have literally 50% of U.S. small businesses are gone forever. Meanwhile, Wall Street executives will this year be getting record high bonuses. What does this tell you? It shows you that Greg Mannarino has been correct, explaining to you the development of this two-tier society. Extreme haves, extreme have-nots is in your face. And so many people are going to get caught on the wrong side of this, people. It really blows my mind. It really does. And look, there's still opportunity here, in my view, for people to try to pull themselves out of this, at least from a financial standpoint. I still see extreme value in owning physical gold, physical silver more specifically, and of course cryptocurrencies. You gotta hold these things in this environment. If you choose to play their game is simple. They want you in the dollar. They don't want you in anything else. They want you on the long end of this market, meaning in an investment vehicle where it only makes money if the stock market goes higher. Me, my Lions, we don't care at all. Investment banks, the Wall Street banks, they don't care at all if the market goes up, down, sideways, or in circles. It doesn't matter. You understand? The only people it matters to are those people that are stuck in an investment plan that only makes money when stocks go up. For example, like a 401k plan. That's it. Some type of a mutual fund. Whoever set that up honestly had to be a Wall Streeter. Let's get throngs of people to buy an asset that can only make money if the stock market goes up. But if it goes down, they lose it all. Or they lose their investments. I mean, who created that? It had to be a Wall Street professional, period, the end. The fact of the matter is that there is more money made faster when a market falls than when it goes higher. Me, I've been riding this wave for I don't even know how long. Calls. That's all I've been buying. Calls. There's going to be a time where I'm buying puts. That time is not now. That time is not now, when we have this new world order, this new American government, the merger of these corporations and this thing now, this new American government, and it won't change. Whoever sits behind the resolute desk, whether it's President Trump again for another term or whether it's Joe Biden, won't matter. The new world order, the banks are in control. Everything else is just conversation. You understand? It's all just conversation. All right, look, so with that said, one last thing. Crude oil did put on a nice gain today on the back of President Trump's threat to Iran. Expect more of that. Jawboning crude oil. I mean, it was a perfect scenario today. We had the jawboning of crude oil higher, the threat from the president. Oh, Iran's going to attack us, so we're going to blow them up 1,000 times worse. Bam, there goes crude oil, put on like 3%. We had a dollar that was weaker. Stock futures were getting bid higher. And then all of a sudden, again, this bad news on the vaccine front. And the market is really fixated on this. The stock market seems to want everyone vaccinated as much as Bill Gates does. Bill Gates did say, he's on public record saying he thinks every living person on earth should be vaccinated against COVID-19. It's a pretty radical and pretty extreme view, but again, that's the times we are living in. All right, look, this guy right here loves you a lot. Please share the video, get it out there. See you in the morning.